middle of winter and the mid-year school holidays, two of the most gruelling weeks in every parent's calendar. A week and a half into the 2-week break, by now you run out of all the good movies.
Now it's the winter of our discontent.
Been to every local park, glued googly eyes onto everything and sent them away to every other kid's house in their playgroup. And it's still not over.
Yeah, but I'm a little worried. About what?
They're bored, you're frazzled, it's time for drastic action. Fire up the oven and teach them how to cook.
Kaya, stand back. We need this kitchen. Please don't burn it down.
It may have some surprising benefits, not least of which you've got someone else making your dinner.
And joining us now is kids speech and language therapist Zazie Henderson, but she's a super mum in my eyes. So Zazie, do you think the stress of cooking with your kids is actually worth it?
Look, absolutely and totally. We make a mess all the time and we just wipe it up. And, you know, we are fully developed, but our kids haven't tried any of this stuff yet. They need so much practice. That's going to mean some flour on the floor. It's going to mean some smashed eggs. But they're developing, they're learning every time we give them that opportunity.
What kinds of things can helping cook a meal teach kids?
First and foremost, it's fantastic for language development. They're hearing all those words describing food and all those social skills, taking turns to follow along with the recipe. On top of that, it's supporting their gross motor skills, their fine motor skills. It's getting them used to different foods, all that exposure, those smells, those tastes, so they're more likely to give something a try.
Can you suggest some dishes that we could start with?
No, my followers would know I'm the worst person to ask. I'm not really the chef of the situation, but just anything you're cooking. I'm all about kids eating whatever the adults are eating, and you can just serve them up whatever you're having, but always with one of their safe foods. So whatever you're making in the kitchen, get them involved.
This must be a great way to get kids to actually eat food that they'd normally complain about if they've had a hand in making it.
Totally, and I don't do anything like stopping them from trying the ingredients either. Unless it's raw chicken or something, they can get involved and taste and smell and touch anything they fancy because, yeah, it's all great exposure and they're more likely to eat it again, you know, when you serve the meal.
Wait. You let them do any part of the task that they want to do? What if they go like, I want to use the knives and the oven?
Look, I absolutely let them use the knives in the oven. We have a child-safe knife, so they take part in any part of the chopping that they can, and then we move the learning tower up to the cooker so that they can join in with the frying of stuff. I'm there as the adult to support them. I'm not letting them get burnt, I promise, and it's worth it. You see their eyes light up. They blooming love it.
Zazie, thanks for the inspiration tonight. Nice to talk to you.
Happy to. Thank you.
Welcome to the project tonight. Look, Mark Richardson's here. And keep it going for Guy Williams. Guy Williams, who is not a parent, and yet why do I feel like you probably have some parenting advice for the rest of us?
No, I don't want to contradict too much, but I'm a terrible cook, like absolutely rubbish. And my mum tried to encourage me as a kid, but I think that like put me off. I was scared of all the hot things, and I'm not good with knives. You know, I'm quite stabby kind of. And so I don't know. I was just like, I guess it maybe depends on the kid or something like that. But I haven't turned out quite right, and I blame my mum being a bad parent.
I mean, it does a little bit. It also depends on you as a parent having enough sort of like towels to cover the floor, maybe like a bath to dip them in afterwards. But like you can make anything and start at any age. I made pancakes the other week with my almost 2-year-old. I think we've got a little video and she loves it so much.
Oh!
Yeah! Pancake!
Extremely cute.
Is it yummy? Is it yummy?
But she just likes being able to stand up there and do it at the same time. It does take about 24 hours to
This is the reason why I don't want to do it. Because I don't want to yell at my kids. Like, you know, like head chefs do it at the younger staff in the kitchen. They just yell at them the whole time.
You don't have to yell at your kids, Mark.
Have you ever seen a chef who doesn't yell at the junior chefs? They don't exist.
I think the idea is, like you have done, stop thinking of cooking as a job for the moment when you've got your child in there, right? You do it for the fun of it, and you're not trying to do it as quickly as possible. If it doesn't taste as amazing as usual, well, you've given them an incredible experience.
Good times. Now, good luck, I should say, parents.